what makes us develop a software? We have been hearing the solar is not working. That's due to proper load sizing, or it's the software is the other software are very expensive, and we cannot use it. So that's why we want to use that, do our manual calculation, or use our brain to just guess what. So we come up with a software that will very easy and very. Now we have the commercial and residential load. So we need to select the type of system you are designing for. Is it residential or commercial? Then the project location. Okay, Nigeria, and the state to get the PSH. It's very important. Our software needs that data. So by that, get the PSH off. Automatically, the PSH you popped up. Before waiting for that PSH, now we need to select our load. Like as I said, your bulb. How many bulbs? Let's say 4, 5, 6 bulbs, 10 watt each. How many hours? Maybe 8 hours. Refrigerator, one, maybe 150 hours. We can also change the hours here, the load, the power rating of your load. Then how many hours you want your fridge to run? Let's say 15 or 12 hours. Then we have AC. How many AC is 2? How many horsepower? Maybe 1 horsepower, 1 for 6 hours. Now, apart from the loads, the load we've provided for you, you can also add your load if the loads are not there. 0.5 hours or like that. So after that, we already have our sum of appliances wattage. I told you that, and total daily energy usage. We have that already. And so after that has been done, now you need to come up with, we need to come to the level of you can see we have a PSH now, 4.5 for Kwara State, 4.8 hours per day. That's the peak sunshine. Now you need to now come. Now our software, what it does is also it uses a system voltage configuration, automatically recommend a voltage for your system based on your total wattage and everything. Then I told you about the PV wattage margin. How many? Maybe you want to design, you want more panel. You just want 1% of what the system will design for you. You can select it there. Now, days of autonomy. I was telling you about days of autonomy. How many days you want your system to run, irrespective of the condition of the weather. You need to select it. I'm selecting one. Then also the battery type. We have the lithium. We have the lead acid battery. So I'm selecting lithium ion battery. So I click on start solar sizing, and it notifies me that to cost me 1 credit. 1 credit will be deducted from my system, from my wallet. I click on start, and I'm waiting for it. So now you can see the appliance summary. Now I'm going to inverter selection. Now in this system, I don't know, but I know it will get to the level where we will have non-hybrid hybrid system. But some installers still design a non-hybrid system where they have a normal conventional inverter, website wave that's not an hybrid inverter, and they will now bring in a charge controller and some other things. But I'll select our software can do that. It's compatible with that solution. So I'll select hybrid inverter, and I'll proceed to inverter selection. Now we are loading options of inverter, brands, recommendation of brand. Like I say, now the system is recommending 8 kVA inverter, and you can see list of brands. You can work with the brands. You can select the brands you love working with. And also, reason why we have to recommend the brands is that you'll be able to know the amount of panel that will be connected in strings, because every inverter has their PV configuration. So we make use of the configuration of the inverter to know the amount of panel connected in strings. So we're able to tell you, in this system we have two strings connection, and 8 panels per strings, and second string is like 4 panel. Our software will tell you that. Let me just select there. So I'm loading the option, and Okay, now you can see we have different, but it's telling, look at this, it's going to give you best recommendation. It says best match, 6 kVA, you know, maximum PV input and power 6 kVA, you know. We also have 8 kVA, we have 5 kVA. It was giving me a best match. Okay, now I'm selecting now I'm going to the battery selection. Now we have different battery brands. Our system will also give you different battery brands that are compatible with your inverter. You know, if immediately it drops down to 158, you must use 3. Understand? So you need to check, okay, how am I going to save my save cost? Okay, let me select 200 AH. If it's still going to work for my design, let me select 200 AH, which is 9,600 watt hour, understand, of battery. So I'm selecting this and I'm coming down to the proceed to the solar panel. So now we have brands of panel also we have on our software. Now you can see we have list of brands of panel, the capacity and everything. I will select Canadian, and you can see it's also telling me that for optimal output, I can use this, and this string is 1 string, and I'm going to use 9 panels of 550 watts, 1 string. You can see we also have different brands. If I decide to select 335 watts of Canadian panel, you can see it says 1 string, but total panel, total watt, the total quantity of panel is going to be 8 panels. You can see, so you're able to do that for you. Then you come to create invoice. But creating invoice doesn't mean it's going to take you to invoice directly. It's going to just take you to a level of where you're going to save your project. You're designing separately, you have your invoicing separately. Yeah. So now let me click on create invoice and click save. Let me click on save design.